Hi everybody, this is Enko. So following the vein of Wooden Potatoes account tour, decided to do my own. So here goes. So here's my account. I currently have 47 character slots. They are all currently being used. One of the things I wanted to do was to have one of each class of each race, and unfortunately, due to ANET's character slot limitation, I was only able to do one gender. If ANET would ever raise the cap to 90 character slots, I would probably be buying another 45 character slots just so I could get one of each class of both genders. So here are all my Asuras. My Necro right, or my Asura Necro right now, or Sylvari Necro rather, is out of place right now. That's my TP character, so I log in that every time. So we've got all my Asuras, and then we've got all my chars. I don't honestly play on my chars that much because I really don't like how their character models work out. So they tend to be mainly bank characters. Followed are my humans, and then we've got my Norns, and finally the Sylvari. And then the other two extra character slots, I have this character here, which is a medium class, so I can open champ bags on and open like bags of gear on to get level 47 to 52 items, so that way I can salvage it to get the T4 items instead. That honestly is a lot more valuable than opening them on a level 80 character. And then I've got this character here. This is basically a throwaway character if I ever wanted to key farms, or due to how some items in the game where you have to type out the names to delete the items. Instead, I just toss them all on this character, and then whenever it gets full, I just delete that character completely. So I only have to type out the name of that character, and then I just remake it. So those are all my characters here. Going through some of the account stats, I currently have all mastery tracks in the game completed. I'm currently level 105 for PvP, and I'm currently 1345 for World vs. World rank, and I am at 32,457 achievements. So some of the goals I had in this game was to aim for full wardrobe. I want to get all the achievements possible. For all 45 characters, I want to eventually get ascended sets for all the characters with each build that they use. One of the long-term goals I had since the beginning of the game was to get map completions on all my characters. I've kind of been lagging on that. I've only gotten 10 completed, so still got 35 more to do. And then as far as Heart of Thorns goes, I still have about 37 map completions of that one to do. Another thing that I was aiming for was to get max crafting completed on all of my characters. So, going through my achievement panel, and I'll get back to some of those other goals first. So currently, Story Journal, every single one of these achievements is completed. As well as going through to General. I have the majority of this completed. I've kind of been lagging on the current events. I haven't been maintaining this as much as I would like. Been kind of busy, so don't always have time to get through them. Some of these shouldn't take that long, and I still have some of the hidden ones that I haven't even started yet. But as far as the rest of them goes, dungeons, anything that gives AP is completed, so is TA. Silver Waste, I still have to finish the last badges, and this is actually the last Tyria mastery point that I still have yet to get. Dry Top, I still need to get coins. Slayer, Giant Slayer, did not want to grind that out. That took forever to do to just get the 167 I did kill, and a lot of that was back when you could just keep changing servers. For Hero, everything is completed here. Tradesman, I actually have not gotten the I'm Rich You Know title, because I haven't deposited 1,000 gold into that NPC. I do have enough gold to do it. I currently have just under 53k on this account, and then I have about another 2 or 3k spread on my other 7 accounts right now. Agent of Entropy, this is actually where a lot of my money comes from. If you look at this, I've completed this achievement 48,767 times. So that times 200 plus 74 is the total number of items I've salvaged. Explorer, I have not completed Twice Told Legend yet. I have every legendary in the game right now, but to get this one, my plan right now is to make another Sunrise and to make another Twilight. And then, since my current Sunrise, I actually transmuted it, so I want to get rid of the thing where it says transmuted on it. And then once I get Twice Told Legend with that, I'll just turn that into Eternity and sell that to get my money back. These are all completed here. I actually have not done the LA jumping puzzle. Why, don't know. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. In Shatter, I still have some achievements left. The rest of these are completed. All the festival achievements are completed for Lunar New Year. Everything for Heart of Thorns is completed except for Saving Terrir. Just got 33 more to do there. With AB multi-loot going away, I've never really participated in that, so haven't really been farming that out as much. As far as PvP goes, I still have to get some class wins in for during seasons. I'll probably complete these on Season 6. Worldless World. And then I still have the activities to complete. Raids are a focus of my guild, so obviously have all these completed. And we tend to do plenty of fractals too. I originally had this one completed, but when they reset it, it reset and I haven't gotten around to doing this again. And as far as collections go, I have all of the basic collections done. As well as all the rare collections except for Uzdalon's. This one I just had to do the Rothi Interlands mini event, and then I have to do some adventures. And then I'll be done with this one as well. Specialization collections are all done for these skins. And legendary weapons, these are all at least tier 2. The big thing that's holding me up on every single one of these is getting Bandit Crest from Silverwaste. Each one of these takes 1,000 Bandit Crests to get past that level, and it takes a long time to farm that many, so I have not gotten around to doing that. Kudzu is actually the only one I have to tier 3. Legendary backpacks are all completed. Legendary armors, everything is completed except for the 6 that are still hidden and are not released yet. Hopefully we'll get those in Wing 4 coming out next week. Yay. And Black Line collections, I have all of these completed. For historical, pretty much all these have been done. I know I missed some when Edge of the Mist came out, because this one was only out for 2 weeks versus the previous seasons or Live the Stories that were all about 4 weeks. Was not expecting that, and I didn't bother getting them right away, so I missed out on some AP there. So going back to some of the goals I have, as I mentioned, I'm aiming for full wardrobe. So this is what my wardrobe looks like. Currently the skins I'm missing are the PvP Ascended skins, the legendary armor sets that I didn't pick. I actually picked the medium one because that was the more expensive one. And then the guild armor set I have not completed yet. So that's 18 skins more I could get from that. But for that, I need guild commendations, and I need 183 to finish that one off. So a few more weeks, I should have that one done as well. The Triumphant Hero ones, this is the Worldless World upgraded ones. Right now, not enough tickets to be able to get those. And I do not have any of the Triple Trouble Wormslayer skins yet, because those are ridiculous RNG, and I do not farm that achievement or that boss that much. So if you go through the rest of these, and then you'll see some smattering ones that you can't get anymore, like Studded Helm and Studded Shoulders. As far as I know, aren't available in the game anymore. You used to be able to get those through some some personal stories early on, but when they redid the personal story rewards, they no longer made those available. So for armors, those are all the ones I am missing in the game. And then we go on to backpacks down here. The backpacks I'm missing, for the 4-year account anniversary, I have not selected those backpacks yet, since you can only get one of the 5. So I'm waiting on that until I actually decide which one I want. And then I do not have the 2 backpacks that you need for AP, which I don't think anyone in the game has yet. And I have not finished the branded back piece, as you saw earlier. I haven't finished those achievements yet. For weapon skins, mainly the only sets I am missing for weapons is the hero weapons, which I just need to do a lot more Worldless World for. The Mistforge, which I only have enough tickets to get one more of. A correction to what I said prior, for the armors, you can't, I don't think the Triumphant Hero ones are even available yet for Worldless World. But other than that, the only skins I'm missing are either the AP ones for the Pinnacle set, Heroes, Mistforge, and Tequatl. Right now I have, I think, 4 or 5 Tequatl skins, so I still need a bunch more of those boxes. Other than those sets, the only other skins I am missing are some like the Primitive Pillar, which is a staff skin, which is no longer available, and a bunch of the underwater ones. It's like these. These did not get made available with the wardrobe unlocks. So right now there's no way to achieve these. And then I think Dark Moon of the Shield is also the Dark Moon Shield. That's another one that's also not attainable in the game right now. As far as outfits go, I do have all the outfits in the game. And for miniatures, I've got most of them. I'm still missing some of them that, like the PvP ones I don't have. And there's a few that you have to get with map currencies and HOT that I have not gotten yet. Okay, as far as number of hours of the game I've played, I am currently at 15,464 hours, and that's since the launch of the game, so 1,621 days. For the AP, as I said earlier, 32457, and here are my account bonuses. My Magic Find is maxed out, and then that 19% is from achievement points. For my wallet, I currently have just under 9.5 million karma. I basically don't spend my karma. There's not really any purpose for me to convert it to gold since I get my gold other ways off the TP. So basically, if I ever need obby shards, or mainly the main thing I'm using those for right now are unbound sickles, so that I can get more unbound magic. I use my fractal relics to make infusions. Most of the characters I play on all have full infusion sets, and then I still have just under 3,900 pristines if I ever actually run out of fractal relics. As I said, 154 guild commendations. I need 183 to finish the armor sets. Geodes, I'm mostly ready for once I get enough Bandit Crest to get past the Legendary Collection on those, but this is going to take me a lot of farming and Silverwoods to get, so I just not have gone around to it. For Aurelium, Leyline, and airship parts, I do need to catch back up on this and farm the meadows and HOT a little bit more, since it requires 1,500 of each of these map currencies as far as we know for each legendary set, and I am planning on getting all 3 legendary sets. So that means I need to get 4,500. And as far as progress on that, we'll get to that later. So Magtite shards, 2,200. I usually spend these on amulets, back pieces, rings, accessories. Those can be gotten from other places, and Ascendant armor as well, and I'll show you that later. And then I've got enough provisioner tokens for the legendary armors. So going through my bank, so I've got 18 of each of the gifts, which is how you need 6 of each of these for a full legendary set. I'm currently at 435 legendary insights, so you need 450. So with the coming of Wing 4 next week, you'll be able to get 13 insights a week if each of the new bosses give an insight. So 2 more weeks and I'll have enough, and that'll be done. I got enough reclaimed metal plates, needed 2 more chalk garants, so I get 2 more chalk eggs, and then that should be it for the legendary armors. Now we just need to figure out what those last 6 collections are. HOT map completion rewards, I've got enough for this for 1 more legendary, and then as soon as that one comes out, then I'm going to need to farm Werewolf's World to get another Gift of Battle, as well as do some more map completions for Tangled Depths and for Auric Basin. So just going through here, the Wardrobe Unlocks was a great item for me. This actually saved me about 7,000 gold because I didn't have to get some of the remaining skins. One of the big ones I didn't have yet was a Scythe from Halloween, the first Halloween. So this one actually saved me about 4k gold, which is how much that was costing at the time. I currently cannot use these anymore because I get this message that all currently eligible wardrobe items unlocked. Future updates may add more. So because of that, I can't preview this anymore, and I've got 34 of these that I can't use. Black Lion keys, I really only open these up now to get the extra unlocks from the uncommon slots that they have whenever they rotate these out now. Because pretty much all the other skins I already have, all the nodes I have in my home instance, and all the finishers I have already completed. Also, for the permanents, I have one of each of these already, though I don't use my Blackline Merchant and my Hairstyles contract. Those two are actually still not account bound. So because I do open a lot of Blackline keys, I do have a lot of extra boosters around. Those are slowly being used, but I honestly just don't use them that often. Also, since I already have all the Black Lion weapons, these have become not as useful anymore, and every single time a new set comes out, you use 16, but you get 7 back for completing a set, so it's going to take me forever to get these, or to get through these. My collection of ghostly infusions and other infusions that are just random stats. Most of these are powers. Right now, the only ones I see worth making are powers or condition damage ones, since the rest of these things, they honestly just don't scale very well. I did make a set of healing infusions for a Magi's Druid, and then the other set is probably for a Minstrel's Chrono if I ever actually use that. But we just don't use it that often. I bought 7 Windstar infusions because I was going to make a video showing how the 6 different auras stack, in addition to the 6 different auras from Ghostly Infusions, which I still need to remake that video of from when I did the 18 infusions. It got found out when Winter's Heart came out that the auras stack based on having different stat infusions. So just gotta put 6 of these on, put another one of these 6. I was going to see if I wanted to get 6 of these as well, because those 3 combined would be 18 total. But these things, if you look at the price on the TP, are around 1,300 gold right now. You know, 950 for custom. But they also cost about 100 gold to actually stack convert those. Plus the aura from this one, I really do not like, so never bothered to actually get more of these. I've got all the scrolls. These are just the gathering stuff. Mystic Curios right now, these are being used for the new legendaries. I've got just shy of 4,000 of these. I sold some stuff that someone paid me in these instead because they didn't have the gold to send to me. So I'm just waiting for these prices to go up when the next legendary gets announced, and the price has been creeping up, so that's good. Same thing with the Amalgamate Gemstones. Use these for legendaries. The price has been creeping up. I'm waiting till these things probably hit 190 before I sell all these. But that should happen hopefully when the next legendary comes out. And then the rest of my bank tabs, these are just basically just so I could dump items off of characters and then sort through them later. As far as I mentioned earlier, one of my goals is to get max crafting on all my characters. All my characters for armors are at 450 right now, and then all of my weapon crafting professions are all maxed out. So all 45 of those characters I had earlier that were level 80, they all have 500 for Artificer, Huntsman, and Weaponsmith, and then they're all at least at 450 for Armorsmith, Leatherworker, and Tailor. Every single one of them is maxed out on Jeweler right now, and I will eventually get Cooking and Scribing to 400 on each of those as well. Okay, so going over the main characters I play, this is my Asura Ellie. This is the main one I'm playing right now. I started off on a human Ellie, but I since switched over to this one. Basically went for like a Magitech theme for this one. I don't really do Fashion Wars that often, even though I do go for all the skins. I'm mainly a collector. One of these days, I'll probably sit down and actually go through all my characters and actually get armor sets that look good for them. Standard build for this one. Got the full Berserkers with full infusions on them with Scholars. Can run the staff build, can run Fresh Air Staff with this. And then I also have a Scepter and a Focus for whenever those are needed. I also have a Condi Ellie set up on this one. I mainly use this one to basically clear the VG Red Guardian at the beginning, or if I don't feel like swapping from character to character between VG and Gorseful, then I'll just run Condi Ellie and VG. Both of these sets have full infusions. Berserkers obviously has power infusions, and then my Condi set has malign infusions on them. My next main or all the characters I use, I've got my Asura Guardian here. This one just runs either the Sword, Scepter, Torch build, or it runs the Hammer build. I do have full infusion of this one as well. This one has full power. This is my Asura Mesmer. This one right now is geared out for the Condi builds from Matthias. I moved all of my actual Chronomancer gear to my human Mesmer because that's where they originally came from. But so right now, tinkering with two builds. The original one was a Berserker rune setup, and after doing some tinkering, we've changed some things around, so we're now using a different setup that actually gets quite a bit more DPS on Matthias. So right now it's precise infusions with some Rampager setups. Same build, same utilities and everything like that. And then this is my old set with Berserker stuff. Next character, I do have a Norn Revenant, or a Asura Revenant geared out. This one had, ignore the armor, that's just random skins that got tossed on there. This one also has full power infusions. Because the current meta doesn't see much play anymore, but it's still available if I ever need it. Same thing, I got a Thief, full Ascended again. And then for my Warrior, this one has 4 current armor sets on it right now. It's got a Scholar set, a Strength set, and then a Condi PS set, as well as a Condi Warrior setup right now, which is something that we have just started using or playing around with to test. With the new patch coming out, never know, we might not be using this anymore. My load times are atrocious. I apologize for that. But yeah, so I've got 3 sets on this character. So we've got a Strength set, you got a Scholar set, and then you have a Condi PS set, as well as a Berserker set. And actually, I lied earlier. This one doesn't have infusions because I just made this character, or made this armor set, probably 4 days ago. So I need to make a few more infusions. Okay, on to my human characters which I play. This was actually my original main. This one has all the same gear as my Asura Ellie. It's got a Strength set as well, but it can run all the same builds. Strength, that mainly use that for some areas in World World and Open World. It also has my old Zealots and Magi set when the Zealot Auramaster build was being tested around, and the Magi Ellie build, but don't really use those. Play this one in World World mainly now, but I'm usually in there with full Berserkers. This is my Engineer, can run power. My actual Asura Engineer is my Condi Engi. Not a lot of pugs take these, but they actually can still deal quite a bit of damage. They're still useful in a lot of places. Human Mesmer. This has all my Chronomancer gear on there. So I've got this, got a Berserker set. I've got a Chrono or a Commander set, and I also have a Minstrel set, which we honestly don't use that much in the guild. Human Necro. Full Vipers on this one, or rather, it's a Condi build, full infusions as well. And then this is a class I've been actually playing the most at the moment, just because right now for our raid runs, that's just what I've been leaning towards more now. And for this setup, running mainly Magi's now, because the Zealots hybrid setup, while useful, didn't really add that much DPS, and might as well just heal more, and then it's got a Condi setup as well. Let's see, next character. Human Thief still has a Scholar set on there, but I usually play on my Asura Thief now whenever I am doing that. And then my Norn Warrior used to be my main warrior until I moved stuff over to start playing my Asura. This one still has a Strength and a Scholar set. But yeah, those are all the mains that I play on. So some other notable characters for myself. My Norn Ellie is currently my Ascended Ring holder. So I basically keep, as I said, I'm a collector, so I basically keep at least one of every ring drop that was in the game. I used to hoard all the Ascended Rings before you could salvage them, and then once that came out, I was able to clear out like 4 characters worth of Ascended Rings. So this actually holds a bunch of my extra gear now, and if a weird build ever comes up that calls for a different stat set, I usually have all those rings available now. So just keep 2 of every single one. These are all infused. Never felt like salvaging the red rings or the crystalline bands. Every single one of my characters does have one of these already, and I'm slowly getting Kandi trinkets for all of them. Extra fractal skins that are no longer useful. These were actually used to be a lot more useful when they dropped as exotics. You could salvage them for ectos, but that's no longer the case. And then my Norn NG is my bait character for all my Ascended boxes. So for this character, these are all my extra fractal boxes and weapon boxes. Lots of shoulder boxes, lots of boot boxes. Ran out of helm boxes except for this one from raids. And I've got quite a few extra weapon boxes. These are old Ascended weapons that I don't really have a place for anymore, and I need to add them somewhere. And then some other storage characters that I have. My Safari NG has all my collectibles, basically. So these are just old collectibles. These are all the toys from the gem store. Old tonics. Some extra Super Adventure stuff. I've got both the representation buttons from the Lion's Arch election. All the musical instruments in the game. And then my Norn Ranger right now is my holder just for miscellaneous items. This one actually is the one that has a lot of the old Living Story stuff. Some of the old clutch pieces I don't want to throw away. All my extra tomes. All my scrolls from birthdays, which are useless to me now since all my characters are level 80 anyways. Can't use the celebratory die packs because I have all the dice unlocked as well. And then my Human Warrior has all my old infinite salvage tools, and then all my old copper feds. I used to have a copper fed for all of my main characters, but when they came out with the account-wide slots, all these extras became kind of useless, and that became a problem for me. No refunds from ANET, and for the gathering tools, I mainly use the unbound gathering tools so I get more unbound magic, because that means more Ascended items. And these are just leftover tonics from Halloween from opening all those trick-or-treat bags. Then my Norn Guardian, this is where I have out all my leftover luck. As I mentioned earlier, I'm maxed out on Magic Find for the account already. So this is basically where I just toss all my extra luck until something's useful. Like Lunar New Year, you could buy red lanterns with these. I was selling to some people. Didn't get rid of as much exotic looks as I was hoping. But hey, if they ever raise a Magic Find cap, I'll be ready. The rest of these characters mainly are storage characters. They either are holding just random items or are empty or just holding mats. Like, I think I have a ton of T5 mats that I just never wanted to bother selling. But mainly a lot of these are storage characters until I get around to playing them. As I get the hot elite specs unlocked on each of them, I'll probably have to find a new home for a lot of the items stored on there. But in the meantime, yeah, I play on probably 12 of them where I'm actually going through content with, and then the rest are either bank characters or my stuff for the TP, or I'm holding on to stuff for later. Alright, so that was my account. The next section I just wanted to go over was efficiency. I love this tool. I'm very happy that this guy made this. It made tracking things on my account a lot easier. So as you just saw, I have 45 characters. If an item got misplaced, this made it incredibly easy to actually find them on my account. I love that it tracks stats. Right now I'm currently ranked 2 on the leaderboards. I was ranked 3 for a little bit. The person who made the Reddit post about getting 200k gold and reaching the wallet cap, it looks like he removed his efficiency, so I got bumped back up to rank 2. My account value is currently 608k, but liquid gold's only 100k. So one of the main reasons why that is, because if you compare my stats, like for account value, the next guy is 475k, but if you look at liquid gold, I'm actually really low on for liquid gold. So only 100k, while most of these other people are a bunch higher, mainly because they're probably holding investments or they're just keeping a lot of stuff. The majority of my account value is actually in my wardrobe, and basically it's not liquid. So only 500k of that is account bound items, which I can't do anything with. Big things for me is I'm number 1 on the leaderboards for wardrobe unlocks. The next guy behind is 21 skins behind me. I still have, as I mentioned before, the guild armor, so that's another 18. A bunch more of the PvP ascendants once they get released more seasons. I still have the hero weapons and the triumphant armors from War of this World to do, as well as the Quaddle and the Triple Trouble bosses. Wardrobe value, I'm also 100 or number 1 just because I've basically have all the skins. All the skins that you can get with gold I pretty much have. And then if we go to armor, the wardrobe tab on here, this is another thing that I really liked about efficiency. So you can see I can easily track the percentage. Prior to this, I had done this all via a spreadsheet. It was manually done. Whenever they add stuff new to the game, it took forever to update. And whenever I unlocked the skin, I had to go through and actually update it manually. So I currently have 94.3% of the skins of the game. I think this number is not actually right, because when I go to the weapon tab, I'll show you that in a second, they have a lot of stuff in the API that probably shouldn't be there. So if you look at the locked skins on here, basically, as I mentioned earlier, PvP Ascended, Legendary set, which you can only get 1 of so far. Glorious Hero, this was for the PvP tournament, so it's not attainable in the game anymore. It doesn't show in your wardrobe in-game either. And then this is the Guild Armor set. Sport Sunglasses not available anymore. Hasn't been available for a very long time. War of this World Armor, and then Triple Trouble. And if you look through all these, those are the main sets that I'm missing. With the back piece, like this skin, these 2 skins here, or 3 skins, these probably shouldn't be in the API because they're not actually unlockable skins. And then, as I said, I have the five birthday ones I haven't unlocked. Radiant Backpack. Hellfire, surprisingly, is not showing up in here. And then Branded Back Piece I don't have yet either. But this is what I'm talking about before. These large bundles, small bundles, the toys, a lot of these probably shouldn't be listed in here. And I'm pretty sure they're contributing to this 4401 cap. And so it could probably be reduced by that. As well as down here, you've got a MOA attack. Monster only, MOA unarmed, which also probably shouldn't be in here. But ANET did not release the rest of these PvP skins. Unlike a lot of the land weapons, when the wardrobe unlock item came out, you could unlock a lot of the old PvP skins. Unfortunately, they did not include the underwater weapons, so I still can't get these. And they also missed Dark Moon Shield, and they missed Primitive Pillar. So here you can see a lot of these have 500 listed for a lot of the craftings. The rest of them at 450. For scribing and cooking, I don't have those at 400 for those yet. I honestly don't know why I haven't gone around to cooking, because cooking is actually really, really cheap. And then my 2 extra characters at toss items and for opening bags. This is probably easier to see than the bank in games, because it actually has gold values on here. And material storage, I tend to try to keep these things to a minimum. I sell a lot of materials. Basically, if it moves fast and it's a profit, then I'll usually sell it. Right now, I'm holding on to the Ascended materials. Don't know how much is going to be needed for legendary armors. Spiritwood planks and Delgemore steel is generally used for legendary weapons as well. So hopefully we'll get a new one here soon. But haven't been really selling these for a little bit, so I've just been stocking up on these. Locked miniatures, as I mentioned, I still miss, like, these two are from Silver Waste, don't have no Bandit Crest, PvP ones, and then these are from the hot ones. Mini Red Spark, I have the item, never really got around to doing that little quest. Probably should get around to doing that. And then these are the guild commendation ones. They're basically guild mini pets. They have your guild banner stuck in their back. The big problem with these is they cost a ridiculous amount of guild commendations. So it's going to be a long time before I get these, especially since my guild doesn't really do missions anymore because most people don't need commendations. That I usually only do the ones that you can solo, and it takes forever to. I only get about 5 to 8 commendations a week. Dies. Nothing locked anymore. So these are all completed. And that's about it. I guess other stats you go through. I know. Let's see. Death. I've died a total of 35,429, but when compared to how often I play, it goes down to 2.28. Playtime, well, I'm actually 106. 15,515 hours. I'm actually kind of surprised the next guy up is 74 hours ahead of me. Salvage items, I'm number 4. I'm really wondering what this guy did to get that many. If he really literally just farmed or salvaged all the snowflakes and just crafted them back up and salvaged them again to pump his stats up. But that's where I'm at right now. Ghostly Infusions, 22 total, so I'm number 9 on the leaderboard for that. But yes, most of my stuff on here for leaderboard wise is on skins. That's really the only one I really care about. I'm trying to get full wardrobe, and as you saw, I am at 94.3% of the game. GW2 Timer is another one of the online tools that I use. So this is mainly an inventory viewer. One of the things I like about this one that efficiency is unable to do, like for instance, if I'm trying to find where all my infusions are, actually, let's say I want to look for all my ghostlies. So this one, it'll tell you the total you have for each one, but in addition to that, it will also tell you where they are, like which characters they are. Efficiency, for items that you slot, like infusions, you can't show this. So that's something I do use this one for. Like this one, you can see like where all my power ghostly infusions are. I have one pretty much on all the characters I play on, or that, or a Condi one on those armor sets. So that's another tool that I like to use, mainly just because it can show where slotted things are equipped. Like if I wanted to look up how many Scholar runes I have on my account, I have 91 on here. Some are on a character that I'm selling, or I've just got them on armor slots. If you try that for efficiency cannot do that. So if you go back here and you try looking up a Scholar rune, oops, this one, it only shows the ones in your inventory. So that's something I do use GW2 Timer for, but efficiency is mainly the main tool that I use. And with that, that concludes my account tour. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, you can message me in-game at enko.6123. That's my account name. But again, yeah, thanks for watching.